Greetings to all the promising and sincere learners. Welcome to the official YouTube channel of SRN International School. Today I will be covering an important topic of grade 11th and 12th from writing section, that is article writing. This is one of the most important questions which has been asked in the question paper, and students, this video is definitely going to be very helpful to you because I will be letting you know what are the important things which are to be kept in mind while writing the article, and what is actually the format of writing the article. And if you add these few tips in your article writing, it will definitely look very enhancive and very appealing to the readers. Now moving on to the topic, that is article writing. So let us first of all know what is an article, or what is article writing. Okay, so let me tell you children that an article is a written work published in a print or electronic medium. It may be for the purpose of propagating news, researching results, academic analysis, or debate. Generally, it's a piece of writing that is published in a newspaper or magazine. Articles and speeches express the personal opinion of the writers. Input for an article or speech may be in the form of verbal, visual input, and the output may be descriptive or argumentative. So writing an article is quite challenging. So it involves a high degree of creativity, a wide vocabulary, a thorough knowledge of the subject, and some research and lot of organizational ability. In addition, one has to keep in mind the target readers, the purpose of writing the article, as well as an appropriate style. And as I told you, that an article is a piece of non-fiction prose writing, especially meant for newspaper, magazines, or your school magazine. So an article is written for specific purpose, like informing, persuading, convincing, or entertaining the reader. So here we go. So what is the format of article writing? So let me tell you that when a student has to attempt a question on article writing, he has to follow the article writing format maintained by CBSE. And here you can see the article writing format which is given over here. So the format of an article writing consists of the following parts, that is heading, the byline, and body. And as you can see, that heading is nothing else but the title. Byline is the writer's name. And when I say body, that means the content, where there should be a logical organization of your ideas and whatever information you are sharing through your article, that should be very much relevant. Above all, while writing the article, you have to keep in mind about the grammatical accuracy, coherence of the ideas, and the fluency. Now, if I talk about the format of an article, so let me explain you one by one each part of the article writing so you can understand what actually it is. So if I talk about first of all the heading, so heading should be catchy and in not more than 5 or 6 words, and you can go as creative as you want. And with this one, just make sure that you do not devote too much time on it in the exam. Second comes the byline, and it refers to the name of the person writing the article. It is generally given in the question. And if not given, then do not write your personal details. Note, you are not supposed to mention any of your personal details while attempting the answer in the exam. Then the body, that is the main part of your writing piece, and it generally consists of 3 to 4 paragraphs. Now moving on to the details about the paragraphs, that what is the thing which is to be kept in mind while writing the different paragraphs in the article. So let me tell you that first paragraph would be the introduction. So this part establishes the content, and the sentence or paragraph should have thought-provoking language so as to draw the reader's attention. It is always prescribed that you begin with a short introduction of the topic, its meaning to be precise, and briefly tell what the article is about, giving some quotations or startling facts to arouse the interest of the readers. Then comes paragraph 2 or 3, which is actually the body of the article, and this part should have detailed different aspects of the topic like causes, effects, advantages, disadvantages, merits, demerits, etc. Now, this part can be written in either 1 or 2 paragraphs, and you are required to do a complete analysis of the subject matter in question. It may include types. Types means that in how many forms does the problem exist. You are required to mention the various possible types if it exists. Then the current scenario you have to mention, that you need to explain the current situation, the problem if there is any existing, and whether after any corrective actions betterment in the situation has been observed or not. It may include advantages or disadvantages depending upon the topic in question. Then comes the causes and effect relationship, which is to be mentioned. So develop the cause and effect relationship by supporting it with facts or data. You may also write the consequences in your article. And if you feel that any other relevant idea or related information you can share, you are free to do that. Then comes the third paragraph or the fourth one, which is the conclusion of your article. So it concludes the main idea and presents your viewpoint, comments or criticism as well as your recommendations. Always end articles with an appeal, a conclusion or a warning. The conclusion is that paragraph, or it's very important to conclude from wherever point you have started. Never leave an article open-ended. Now, it is to be remembered that wherever you elaborate a problem, you always have to mention the steps being taken to improvise the situation and suggest a few solutions as well. Predictions and personal problems may be included, and this paragraph need to be short and precise. Here also you could add some glitter to your art piece with some quotes. So that will enhance your piece of writing, that is article. Now moving on to the valuable tips for article writing. So here you can see that while attempting the question on article writing, these are the few valuable tips that you can keep in mind. First is that you have to plan before you pen. It is important that you follow a sequence. Jot down the points at the back of your answer sheet and ensure a proper sequence of ideas. Introduce, analyze, suggest, and conclude. This is what you have to follow. Then it is possible that you have too many points or very few points. When you have lot of varied points, it is better you choose few best ones and write a line or two on each. In case if you have very few already, explain them in at least 2 or 3 lines each. Most importantly, that you have to keep in mind that always begin with your strongest point, and you can accommodate the weaker ones in between and end with another strong points. You have to strictly follow the prescribed word limit in a restricted time frame. So just do not go on writing and writing. Feel free to give your personal opinion in 1 or 2 lines. It is very important that you do not deviate from the topic. There are chances that you may get ideas linking from one to another that may deviate you from the main point, so you have to refrain from doing so. Avoid repetition of ideas. Underline all the important points which you are mentioning in your article. Make sure you double check for grammatical accuracy and spellings. They carry marks. Always have a few general quotes in handy, and they help in the presentation and show that you are prepared. Read editorials in a few newspapers and notice the pattern. Make small sentences. It restricts the scope of grammatical inaccuracies. Now moving on to this sample question, the practice question which is here. Here you can see I read it out the question for you. Grow more trees to reduce pollution. So write an article in 150 to 200 words on the topic given above for your school magazine, and the name of the person who is writing the article is given. You are Rohan or Radhika. So here you can see this is the article which is given over here, and you can clearly see that it is divided into the paragraphs. First of all, the topic which is given, or the subject which is given in the center, that is grow more trees to reduce pollution. Byline is having the name of the child who is writing the article, because this was already mentioned in the question. So that has been used here. And here you can see the article begins with a quote: "The trees are poems the earth writes upon the sky." Such a beautiful quote which is written over here. So if you start with such beautiful quote, it enhances your writing, and actually it attracts the reader to, proceed to go ahead and read more. So then here you can see the introduction which is given, that trees and plants are one of the main reasons why mankind came into existence, and the importance of planting trees has been emphasized time and again. This is because of the numerous benefits they offer. They make the world a better place to live in. They exhale oxygen and inhale carbon dioxide and maintain the ecological balance in the environment. They also absorb all the harmful gases and give us fresh air to breathe. So here you can see it's not only the introductory line, the basic information which is being shared here. Finally proceeding, then trees build a sheet to protect us from the harmful ultraviolet rays. Not only this, they serve as a habitat for birds and various species of animals. This is how the article or the topic been elaborated with different facts over here. And here, coming on to the conclusion, you just see that people come here these are also serve as a safe place for the kids to play and socialize. The only way left to preserve them and reap these benefits is by growing them at a faster rate. As a Chinese proverb says, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. So do your bit and make this place more beautiful. So this is how it has been concluded, and you can see that it has been once again encapsulated with a quote which is given over here. So make sure that you should have some quotes handy related to the topics which has been asked in the exam, so that you can use these quotes in your article. So it definitely beautifies your the writing piece which you are attempting. Now you can see these are some of the value points which are given, which are to be kept in mind while attempting the question on article writing. As you have seen, I've shared the sample here with you. I have told you what are the tips which are to be kept in mind while attempting the question on article writing. So these are some of the points. Remember that it's, once again, I'm repeating for you all. Like, understand carefully the hints or the information which is given in the question. Arrange all the hints or information in an order in which you want them to develop for writing the article. Use the hints or information provided in the question after interpreting them properly. Divide your article into several paragraphs, and all the sentences in each paragraph should logically lead to the objective for which the article is being written. The whole composition should not be sketchy. Every sentence should be linked with the rest into a single whole. The language of an article should be straightforward, to the point, and objective. Avoid using informal expressions, slangs, words which are not used in literary language, or abbreviations, particularly in persuasive or argumentative articles. Articles are usually written in third person. Remember that. And adhere to the word limit of 150 to 200 words that you have to keep in mind. And if you keep these valuable points in your mind, it will definitely help you to attempt the question, and you will be able to arrange your ideas and thoughts in a very sequential manner, and you can present your article beautifully. Students, I hope you must have understood the topic on article writing. This video will definitely help you in knowing the things which are to be kept in mind while attempting the question. If you have found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thank you.